powerboat racing, a sport known for its prestige and excitement. Today, we'll meet the man who started it all, lived to be one of the powerboat greats, and will die an infamous bastard. This is the legend of Jiminy Buckwild Benigan.
Vanity Fair once had a poll, and you were dubbed by the American voters as the biggest dickhead in sports. How does that make you feel, being an American yourself?
Oh, am I supposed to say shit now?
Yeah. Mr. Benigan, you are a legend in boat racing. Give us the true story behind the legend and the legacy of Buckwild Benigan.
September 13th, 1936. Prohibition. Damn straight, me and my buddies getting smoked out of them mountains for run shine. And we needed to run it hard in the upper northeast. Best way we found to do it, jet skis in creeks, man. Underground creek races. We're weaving in and out of gators. This is how riverboat racing got its start. Buckwild Benigan, 1936.
You've seen a lot of race time out there, a lot of time on the water. What's the most intense moment you've ever experienced out there on the waves?
Wrestling gators. Grab them like this, they can't open their jaw.
Oh, yeah.
Punch them in the eyes. I killed 13 gators in 1 year. What did you do in 1937?
We did a poll before we decided to do the interview with you. And it turns out you're quite the anti-Wilt Chamberlain. 20,000 women in America have claimed to have sex with you. What would you have to say to them now that you've fallen so far from grace in the sporting world?
You know, really I love it. One time I killed a man and his wife, kidnapped his children, sold them in China. Made about $30,000. I could have got more, you know, but I need to sell them real cheap. Real fast.
Yeah, to get under regulations.
That's the way Buckwild Benigan does it.
And I
cheap and fast.
Cheap and fast. A motto that would earn Buckwild a reputation for hard partying, fierce competition, and murderous antics. Of all the things that can be said about Mr. Benigan, only one thing is for sure. You don't fuck with the buck.
Damn right. I hate these.
Warning, the following stories contain vulgar language and graphic detail.
Fuck you, geese! I think you and I both know that Afghanistanis are stupider than hell. And, you know, Ukala Tubata, I broke his jaw so hard.
Buckwild, this is riverboat racing we're talking about. When times get tough and competition gets hard, what do you turn to?
I do a line of coke before every race. Hell, I even rub some on my nutsack sometimes. What do you think keeps this up in the morning?
ESPN once called you the most hated icon in sports. How did that make you feel?
You know what? I love it. Last race I was in, excuse me, I blew up 3 of the other boats. You hear about that?
I did. I listened to ESPN radio, and I heard about the lawsuits.
Yeah, my lawyer did shit job. I keep 44 Magnum in my car, pulled it out right in the parking lot, blasted his face off, and then I walked in that courtroom, got myself quit.
An athlete of your caliber sees a lot of exciting races. For you personally, what was the most exciting race you've been a part of?
You remember the Muskingum Mud Flap?
Oh, yeah.
1998? Yeah, I wasn't even in that race, but I came in from right down there, balls deep in that race, and I beat the shit out of everybody.
Muskingum Mud Flap, the biannual RC boat race on the river.
To gain more insight, we sat down with Mr. Benigan's former manager, Carl Olashanli.
Goddamn internet. What is your last name, Carl? Olashewski? Olashewski. 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 Ola. Shut up. Olashewski.
Well, Mr. Olashewski shed some light on the mud flap incident.
Buckwild don't care. As soon as you say the word boat, I got a boat just up the river. We'll fuel up, cruise on in there, take home all that goddamn money. tried to tell him it was a spinal meningitis benefit. Kids in the hospital, they're dependent on that money. And all the Boy Scouts are there trying to do a good thing. Out of nowhere, here comes Mr. Fuck-ass himself just cruising on through, demolishes 50 boats in one fell swoop, crashes on shore, and tries to steal that big vanity check.
I don't really give a shit. I'll be honest. People can't use me. You know, I'm Buckwild. No one can roll with my shit.
I'll never live it down. He gets to go home and do all the coke and hookers and have a great old time. I'm at the hospital with all the apologies and all that. How could he do this? Why is a man like that allowed to run free and all that blah, blah, blah? Fuck them. They were ready to kill him, drawn and quartered.
Greg Hanover met him back in 2001. Fucked his wife. Kidnapped his kids there in my basement. I got a whole sweatshop of 8 to 10s working on my shoe line.
This man has a bucket full of his own child's blood. Now I watched this child laying in the bed saying, please, please, kill him for me. Kill Mr. Buck for me. This man drained all the blood out of that child. He was ready to throw it in Buck's face. I'm the one that has to get covered in blood.
Made in Singapore, wrapped in comforters, sweating through sheets. Drink your coffee in the morning, floating on aeroplanes across vast seas, and your house is made of wood.
This is where the magic used to happen. That was a long time ago.
Doors are locked for safety, and you walk in leather shoes.
Fuck you! Geese!
And you do what you do, 'cause doing can start to form a habit, and you drink all night.
Hey Jiminy, you suck!
And you sleep through.
Hey, fuck you.
And it's something no
Man.
way. I'm just gonna go fucking insane.